Here last 2 weeks, sum up what's at stake and how you think you guys are feeling here, setting the limit to it.
I think we're in a great spot. Obviously, we control our own destiny, and that's how we like it. It's very easy. We win, then we're in a really good spot. We don't, then we're not.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's kind of a good little bit of pressure, but we like pressure. I think we thrive under it. I think the team's in a good spot mentally. We're feeling really good. Obviously, we had a little stretch there where maybe the bats weren't clicking as much as they could have, and the pitchers weren't doing exactly what they wanted to. But I think that after this weekend, everyone's feeling great. Everyone's feeling like we're the best team in the country, and we've got no doubt that we're gonna do everything that we can to win.
Can that kind of be the little skid, like a blessing in disguise, to kind of go through that and A, and then B, like what did you kind of learn about the team through that?
Baseball's an odd game of like you're gonna lose at some point, and you have to be comfortable losing. You have to be comfortable being down. You have to be comfortable in bad situations, being able to overcome that. And so, we were joking around of the hot, cold, hot strategy of you want to start the season hot and then you go through a little cold stretch and then finish hot, and you just keep coasting on that. Obviously, that's a joke, but I think there's some truth to that. Of once you're on a roll, you don't want to be rolling in the middle of the season, then get cold right as soon as the postseason turns around. And so I think that we're hitting our stride right in the perfect time, and we're feeling good. We're playing good baseball, and that's all you can ask for.
You guys obviously have a lot of veteran guys on this team, but would you say there's like one or two stabilizing forces in the clubhouse who, when you hit a skid like that, kind of not keep things on the rails, but you know what I mean, kind of make sure the one or two losses doesn't avalanche into three?
Yeah, I think that it's tough to pinpoint a couple guys because I think there's so many guys in the clubhouse that are very, very confident in what they do and confident in what the team does. And so I think that, just having, like you said, that much veteran presence is important in and of itself. But obviously a guy like Travis is very good. He's gonna take on a bigger leadership role than a lot of people. He's gonna take on a lot more pressure. And so I think him doing that relieves pressure from other guys. And I think that a lot of the pitching staff has come together closer, and we've all tried to come together closer, tighten it as a group, because we've always been close, but I think that when you lose, it kind of depends on it changes your season of, hey, are we going to get closer, or are we going to get further apart? And that's something that Coach Canham stressed very heavily of, like, hey, we need to use this to our advantage and come together. And so I think the team's done a really good job of bouncing back and accepting that pressure.
Speaking of vets, Joey Mutt kind of comes to mind. Did you get a sense of how well liked he was as soon as you got here? And could you describe what he seems like everybody loved Joey.
Yeah,
Papa Joe.
Joey's just fantastic. He's one of the best guys I've been around. And when I came in, obviously he hadn't pitched in a while, but there's a certain respect that Joey had earned just being here for so long, and the way that he goes about his business is incredible. And obviously it's tough when you don't pitch for that long. It's tough when you're out for that long, and so to see him bounce back and just be, a force out of the bullpen is so incredible to see. Joey's just been a great leader. He's been a great dude. He's definitely one of the most important pieces in our clubhouse.
How do you think your game at this point, obviously coming off Oregon and this past stuff was also really good stuff, how do you think your game is right now? Do you think you're really hitting your stride at this point?
Yeah, it's obviously in that stretch where I was injured. You never know how you're going to come back, and you lose a little feel of the ball. And so I came back and I felt really good. And then I felt like I really only had one bad start at Cal. And a lot of that was my own mental stuff that I just wasn't. I felt like I wasn't prepped and I wasn't really focused that game, and that's on me. And so I felt the need to come out and really just hammer down exactly what my plan was and what my purpose was at Oregon. And I felt like I did a really good job of that. And in doing that, I think I unlocked a little bit of the feel and the comfort back on the mound. And obviously I pitched really well at Wazoo, and so hopefully I can take that into UCLA and the rest of the year, and I'm feeling great, so that's all I can ask for.
You obviously got UCLA, but is it hard not to think about next week as well and going back to Arizona? Have you thought about that and how important that series is and your start and just?
Yeah, I haven't really thought about it too much. Obviously I know the implications of everything. Obviously I know that Arizona's been doing really well this year, and I have a lot of buddies on that team, and so I've been trying to focus on UCLA. And one of the guys on the team asked me yesterday, he's like, are you excited to go pitch in Tucson? And I was like, I got to pitch here. This is our last regular season start at Goss, so I mean, this is going to be an incredible game on Friday. So I'm more focused on that than anything, and just going out and getting us a win because we've got 3 games before we go down to Tucson, and so I'm just trying to stay focused on those, and then we'll work on Tucson when it comes to that.
Do you and your older Arizona buddies, do you guys chat much during the season? Or do you try to keep it to a minimum at this point?
Not really. I mean, I've probably talked to them 2 times maybe. Not so much. I'm sure that I'll see them at some point when I'm down there, and they're really good friends. They've got a great team this year, and a lot of the reason is because of some of my buddies on the team, and so they're doing a fantastic job down there. But at the end of the day, they're the competition, and I want to go out and beat them just as much as I want to go out and beat anybody in the country. And so I haven't talked to them too much, but I'm sure that they don't take that personally.
What's it been like having Micah back in the lineup? He seemed to just come back in and hit a stride straight up.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. Micah provides so much protection for our lineup, just because when you got Micah right there, I think before he got hurt, he was hitting 440 or something like that. It's just so much protection for Travis, especially because then they can't quite pitch around him. But our lineup is so incredible, all top to bottom, that it's tough to pitch in general. But I think Micah coming back just gives us a little bit more of like that veteran presence, and just what Micah's going to do. He's going to go out, he's going to give it his all every single game, and he's going to do everything he can to win. So it's just a big boost for us, especially.
When you look over your right shoulder and see your high school buddy, what comes to mind right now? No, look over and look at him. What's the first thing that comes to mind?
I didn't see him out there.
Yeah, I know you. Now you wish you hadn't, right? You don't have to. I was just joking.
No, it's incredible. I mean, just to be able to be in this position, to get to pitch next to one of my best friends in the whole world is an opportunity that's very few people get to do, especially at this high of a level and at this prestigious of a school. I mean, I never in a million years thought I would be here, and so I'm thankful for the coaching staff, for all the guys on the team for accepting me, and for the fans just for being so incredible. Because to be able to pitch for my buddies and we're the 2 frontline starters at one of the best schools of all time is incredible. And I'm trying to just take it in every day and just enjoy the process and just enjoy this year, because it's been incredible.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, Aiden.
Thank you, guys.